Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Nets. And they showed a lot of heart in that one, getting down early, but put together a terrific run to salt it away in the end.
Yeah, fortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, DA. Thanks. And Clark, with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us, what can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you've just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body.
Right.
Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings, and it's Rubio in at the 5. Now, here's Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Jumper off the screen, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Lets it go from the wing. Miller, no luck. Here's Favors, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
First free throw is good. And so Favors nails both of them. Holiday with it. Favors with the rebound. And now Utah, fast break. Ingles with the ball. Mitchell wide open. That shot off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Miller kicks to Moore. Loads it up for Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here is Favors, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Ingles. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. It looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause a miss.
Now here's Moore. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
Favors, not enough on that one as it misses.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Holiday dishes to Davis. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Moore with the block. And they'll keep possession. And Rubio kicks to Favors, and stolen by Miller. The finish, and Miller throws it down hard.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like they were resigned to their fate. They kind of gave in. It's hard to come back when you get down like they were, and they just didn't seem to have enough fight to make a go of it.
Now, here's Rubio. Mitchell kicks to Ingles, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
And you love the effort, just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now here's Favors. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Rockets. He was a non-factor. Gobert the pass to Rubio. Pocket 6. Favors with the screen. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And Davis puts it in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here is Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against Houston. Gobert dishes to Rubio. Tipped away. Stolen by Holiday. More in the corner. Back to Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Davis kicks to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Miller. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Jazz call time here. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
It's stolen by Davis. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. 3-pointer. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. And look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
4 on the shot clock. To end the drought. Good D by Miller. New Orleans leading by 11. Randall passes to Miller. And Holiday kicks to Randall. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Off the pick, Holiday shoots. The shot missing. Good D by Rubio. Jazz trail by 11. To the middle. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Miller. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell outside. Pass to Gobert. Ingles against Miller. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Miller. The wide open look here for Holiday. It's good on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Mitchell dishes to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Ingles with the ball. And it's Miller picking him up. Inside. Gobert with the block. To the inside. Moore with the steal. The feed to Holiday. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got his first points in this one.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Moore. And again, no good by New Orleans. Jazz trail by 9. Now Gobert. 11 points for him in that last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Now here's Ingles. It's stolen by Davis. Out to Miller. Pass to Randall. Davis sets a screen. Back to Holiday. Sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Julius Randle. Mirotic comes in for Davis, and it's Solomon Hill in for Drew Holiday. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact break in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
Now here's Payton after the miss from Jay Crowder. Goes back up. Goes up again, and it's laid in by Payton. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Burks kicks to Cephalosha. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Cephalosha's got it back down to single digits for Utah.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Okafor with the screen on Rubio. Picked by Okafor. Back to Mirotic. Hill trying to break free. Mirotic's shot is off. Jazz trail by 9. On the wing, Cephalosha. He's guarded by Hill. Cephalosha dishes to Gobert. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Udo's checked in. Rubio against Payton. Screen by Udo. Shot clock at 6. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Udo's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, I tell you, that's a nice job by Rubio. Eyes up, examining, exploring the defense, then on point with the delivery.
Now here's Payton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
Here's Burks. And he banks in the layup. Burks has got his first bucket in this one. And so here is New Orleans, leading by 5. Mirotic, the screen. Here's Payton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, it seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
New Orleans leading by 5. Pass to Hill. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And so here is New Orleans. Now the pass to Okafor. Shoots from 12, and it doesn't even draw iron. Udo, the pass to Crowder. And it's blocked by Mirotic. And Hill has it in the corner. Pass to Udo. It's Crowder on the wing.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good from Crowder. 54 seconds left to play in the first. Payton kicks to Mirotic. Okafor sets the pick for Mirotic. Drops in the tray. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Screen by Udo. Here's Rubio. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And that one falls for Okafor.
I tell you, when it comes to low post scoring, Okafor is a legitimate beast inside. A player with a lot of upside.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you feel helpless here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope they snap out of the rut.
Works for 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. You know.
During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Well, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Jahlil Okafor. Hill is out there with Okafor. Then there's Payton, and it's Mirotic in a shooting guard. Now Okafor after the missed three from Rubio. Over Udo, off target with the jump hook.
You must make that one. Even with the defense present, these are shots you have to finish.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other. Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Burks against Mirotic. Burks can't get it to go.
Excellent concentration from the deep. Intimidated the shooter, bothered him, distracted him, and made him think twice as he went in for that layup.
Now here is Mirotic. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Screen by Udo. And Okafor with the block. And he's able to get it back. New Orleans leading by 8. Okafor, the pass to Payton. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Rubio.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done. Great look, but he couldn't finish. Everything but is how we say that. Surprising since the defense was very pedestrian.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Monday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
In that game against the Spurs, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
He's off on the first. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league. Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there, too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
Utah calls timeout. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah.
All right, a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Moore. Last season's performance for him. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench.
Now, here's Burks. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Favors, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Favors has got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Davis. To the middle, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Udo. Inside, and it's Mitchell missing.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Gobert, he's checked in for Udo. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Jazz passing it around. Favors with the screen on Mirotic. Favors with the screen. Here's Burks. That one wide left.
And, you know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
Stolen by Mitchell. Passes it to O'Neal. Mirotic grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 10. Randall passes to Holiday, and it's blocked. Mitchell outside. He kicks it to O'Neal. Gobert with a screen on Mirotic. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got it back down to within single digits for Utah.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Now here's Moore. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Mirotic, a screen on Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes down. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And it's blocked by Mirotic. And he recovers it. No one covering. Burks has got 5 now.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Mirotic, a screen on Burks. Picked by Randall. Mirotic dishes to Holiday. Takes the 13-footer. That shot no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Moore with the block.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And we we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
And that one falls for Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Darius Miller, he's checked in for Mirotic. And Utah also making a switch. Ingles is checked in. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, Vice President, Player Relations, and really had your fingerprints on a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
I don't anticipate that. I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing, broadcasting both radio and television, and then 4 years in the VP of Player Relations role. Phenomenal relationships with a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game, watching the game. We're glad you're in broadcasting, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, partner.
Another miss by Utah. Pelicans leading by 12. Moore outside. And Holiday has it in the corner. He tries for three, and another three for New Orleans.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Back to Ingles. Gobert, the screen. Taken away by Holiday. No one near Randall as he lets it go. The three-pointer, no good. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Davis. Here's Randall. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Favors. Jazz trail by 13. On the wing, Ingles. Outside, Favors. Kicks to Mitchell. Favors with the screen. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
He misses the free throw. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Utah also making some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for O'Neal. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Joe Ingles. And he's good on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Rubio. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pass to Mitchell. Takes the three. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 5th assist in this one.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
And Moore kicks to Okafor. There's the pick. Back to Moore. No good from outside. Jazz trail by 8. On up the court. Rubio misses. Moore passes to Davis. Gobert with the block. Mitchell left side. Took him no time at all on that one. Mitchell's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
And Moore kicks to Miller. Davis sets a screen. Poked away and stolen by Cephalosha. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot, and I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
Now here is Holiday. He had 16 points in the win against Brooklyn. And it's Miller in the corner, and there's the pass to Davis. Knocked away. Cephalosha with the steal, and now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Now just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Cephalosha is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Here's Rubio following the basket by Anthony Davis. Now, here's Rubio. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that out of their chairs.
Kevin, that's how you get your teammates fired up.
Now here's Moore. Davis with a screen on Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And there's the 3-second violation. And Utah making a change here. Favors is checked in. New Orleans leading by 4. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Randall throws it down.
Such an exciting young player, Randall, flexing his muscles there.
Rubio the pass to Favors. Ingles kicks to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the screen. Here's Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out. New Orleans has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. But they'll get another chance. Fades back. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
Now here's Moore. Holiday with it. To the inside. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night. Jazz trail by 8. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. He kicks to Ingles. Pass to Favors over Davis, and that one's good by Favors. Favors got 8. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Randall. Back to Holiday. Picked by Randall to the paint. Off the screen, Davis. And the call will be against Julius Randall. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making some changes here. Solomon Hill comes in for Miller, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Moore. Jazz trail by 6. Ingles with the screen for Rubio. Fires for 3. Ingles can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Utah has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Kicks it to Ingles. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
New Orleans leading by 3. Pass to Davis. Great D that time from Favors. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Favors with the screen on Holiday. Favors with the screen. Lobs it up for Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Rubio against Holiday for the lead, and Utah again with the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Utah.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Davis after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. 4 on the clock. Holiday dishes to Davis over Favors, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Move. Ooh, thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. And finished off by Davis. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Utah calls timeout. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Julius Randle. And Mirotic subbed in for Solomon Hill. Utah also making some changes. Udo's checked in for Favors. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And Alec Burks subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Now, here's Rubio. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Now the pass to Udo, taken away by Holiday. Here's Davis. Rebound, Utah. Udo's got his third rebound on the night. To the inside, O'Neal, and Mirotic sends it back. Rubio with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Now here's Payton. There's the dish to Holiday. Picked by Okafor. A baseline J. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. O'Neal kicks to Burks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Screen by O'Neal. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Jay Crowder's checked in for Utah. Puts it up off the inbound, and O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Okafor, and the rejection by Udo. Rubio outside. It's rebounded by Payton.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Rubio, the pass to Crowder. Okafor with the steal. Right wing. Here's Holiday. Can't hit from in close. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Udo kicks to Burks. Pass to O'Neal. Rubio outside. Clock at 6. Crowder is screen on Payton. Here's Rubio trying to get open as Crowder. Oh, good with the triple. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Payton. Buries it from three-point range. Payton's got his second bucket of the night.
And the three-point stroke of Payton, he does not shoot often from there, but when he does, you got to make sure you guard him.
Screen by Udo. Outer dishes to Rubio. Screen by O'Neal. The drive by Rubio. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Rubio's got 7 points. New Orleans has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Here's Payton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Udo picks one up.
You know, one of the things that jumps out at you immediately when you look at Payton is his size. I mean, he's a 6'4" point guard. who knows how to use his body and skill set to his advantage.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw missing.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
And Utah making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Utah leading by 4. He feeds it to Rubio. Over Payton, and Rubio gets it to go on the assist from Cephalosha. 9 points for Ricky Rubio. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's the screen. Outside Holiday. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Each one more. He's checked in for Drew Holiday.
Checking in for your opponents. Each one more.
Crowder the pass to Cephalosha. Rubio against Payton. Off the screen, Rubio. A shot off that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
1:53 left to play in the 3rd. Okafor, the stupendous finish in traffic.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the 2nd half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Screen by Udo. Crowder against Okafor. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Over Okafor. And Okafor with the block.
And the reach of Okafor cannot be understated. I mean, when he's around, he's very good at getting those big calls up quickly and batting shots away.
And Jahlil Okafor, the 3rd overall pick back in 2015, has had his ups and downs to the start of his career. But, you know, Clark, he feels now he's on the right track.
Well, I think he recommitted himself to fitting in with the team and has been working harder than ever before. Sometimes disappointment can motivate you to greater levels of work and commitment. He was kind of a forgotten man in Philly. And now he realizes a second chance is with him, and he's trying to make the most of it.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Miller's checked in. Throw good. Rubio.
And, you know, the thing about Rubio, Kevin, he's such an accurate foul shooter. That hasn't translated, though, to his shooting from the field.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
Payton kicks to Miller. It's Okafor atop the key. Mirotic the screen. Burks against Moore. From past the arc. Rebound, Utah.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Burks can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
And so it's the Utah Jazz, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard, and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Utah leading by 9. They've got Miller. Julius Randle is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Payton in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Mirotic's shot is off.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Darius Miller. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Mitchell with it. Now Payton defending. Knocked loose. Cephalosha against Miller. Now here is Cephalosha. He's covered closely. Yep, that one goes.
And after only making 35% of their shots in that first half, they are slowly getting into a groove here in the second.
Now here is Mirotic. Back to Payton. Kick out to Moore. Randle dishes to Mirotic. Here's Moore. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got 6 rebounds in the game. They get it back. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Joe Ingles. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Anthony Davis is checked in for New Orleans. And a switcher also for Utah. Gobert's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Pelicans trail by 14. Picked by Randle. Miller with a screen on Ingles. Inside, Randle got a hand on it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. Favors passes to Ingles. Feeds to Gobert. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Now here is Miller out to the right wing. Davis sets a screen. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Favors, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
It's good on the putback.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Now here's Gobert. Dishes it to Ingles. Favors with a screen on Payton. Off the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. So he gets them both. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Pelicans trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Miller dishes to Holiday. Miller kicks to Holiday. Out to the right wing. Davis sets a screen. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. It's stolen by Gobert.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Here's more. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. He dishes it to Holiday. Randall passes to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Back to Randall. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, Julius Randle is a young power forward, a little undersized for that position, but fairly dependable. Good movement when he gets to the basket, and he knows how to finish inside. Surprised his rookie option wasn't picked up, but he made the best of it in free agency.
That free throw good from Randall. And for Randall, a free agent this past summer, it seems he never felt truly wanted by the team that drafted him.
Well, you know, he's dealt with injuries early in his career and a lot of trade rumors, which can affect a young player in a negative way. I think he's still shown solid improvement in his first handful of years in the league. And again, you've got to recall and remember how young some of these guys are. Even when they've been in the league 4, 5, 6 years, some of these guys are like 22, 23 years old. And that's still not enough time for them to fully mature as players.
Now here's Davis following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. And the call will be against Darius Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
That's a 2 from Sefolosha, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. And the Jazz lead by 19. New Orleans gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Davis with a screen on Ingles. Here's Holiday. The feed to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Utah leading by 17. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Here's Cephalosha. Gobert the screen. And the Jazz another three.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
And that's a foul. It's called on Cephalosha. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here's Miller. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Moore outside, 5 to shoot. And he just hasn't been able to get it going. Fast break, here we go. Here's Favors. He can't get it to go. Davis with some nice D. We seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. And here's Holiday. He kicks to Davis. Over Favors. And the Pelicans miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Holiday. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Favors with the screen. On the wing, Ingles. He's guarded by Davis. Davis with the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
And so here is New Orleans. Pelicans trailed by 19. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Stolen by Mitchell. Miller against Cephalosha. Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Clark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Utah. Both free throws good for Miller. Utah leading by 19 points. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Rubio dishes to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Gobert with a screen on Miller. Shot clock at 6. Favors with the screen. And here's Ingles outside. New Orleans has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Randall with a screen for Holiday. Shot from free throw range. The putback. Randall on the follow.
Really getting after it. Randall beating up that offensive glass.
For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And Favors kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Rubio. Moore with the steal. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Randall a screen on Rubio. Moore against Ingles. Pass to Davis. 14 feet away. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. It's tipped. And Favors kicks to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Here's Rubio.
Jazz foul.
Pelicans trail by 17. Outside Holiday. Stolen by Rubio. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Guys, he has been a major factor. Big time. Outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
One shot.
We're hearing more players and coaches express their political beliefs, their social concerns, trying to, in a positive way, affect change, Clark.
And Kevin, I applaud it, respect it, admire it, and can't get enough of it. As long as players and coaches are well informed about that which they talk about, and most of the NBA guys are. And I think it's important that wherever we are in life that we use our platforms to express our views. That's part of what being a citizen of this country is about. So I don't think you necessarily compartmentalize your life. If there are issues that are dear to you, that you want to speak out on and educate yourself about, then you use your platform for that purpose while performing your job, which just happens to be playing NBA basketball or coaching NBA basketball.
Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Rubio. Outside Favors. There's the pass to Ingles. Back to Favors. Favors with the screen. Nice ball movement by Utah. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Assist from.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Now here's Davis. There's a screen. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Hits it from three-point range. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you know, Holiday has a gorgeous touch from outside. He's a deadly shooter, an absolute laser when you give him space to fire.
Mitchell passes to Rubio. Pass to Ingles. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Over Miller. Randall grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 19. And it's Miller penetrating. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Joe Ingles. That free throw good from Miller. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Rubio. Favors with the screen. Gobert with the screen on Holiday. There's a good screen. Pops it up for Favors. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Utah.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Pelicans.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Rudy Gobert.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Here is Rubio. After Drew Holiday's score, Gobert the screen. High arcing shot, and Rubio with the lay-in.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner, but unfortunately the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
Nice work there coming off the screen.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Derek. Long season. You don't want one loss to turn into 2. How important was it to get this win tonight?
It's big for us. You know, we came out last game and play like bombs, basically. So we just want to come in and make a statement this game so that we working hard and improving and just try to get a win.
You guys changed from bums to kings in one night. That's the league. Congrats, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.